The Class 6A Girls State Cross Country meet had 112 ladies entered, all excited about running in this 5K race. When the runners came back from across the street, it was Grace Barber from Jinx, along with Sand Springs teammate Cheyenne Walden and Morgan Long, who were out in front. At the 3,200 meter mark, last year's state champion, Cheyenne Walden was in the lead, followed closely by another Sand Springs runner in Morgan Long. Walden widened her lead, and the sophomore was all smiles coming down the stretch as Cheyenne won her second straight state title. This one by 15 seconds when she ran a 17:56.3.
I didn't even know anything about cross country until last year, and I just fell in love with it. It feels amazing. I don't really know how to describe it. It just feels amazing. Yeah, because I had to defend the title, so it's more nerve-wracking than last year. Yeah, because it's a 5K, that's one of them, and then I kind of had to train harder than I did last year for the 2 mile.
Morgan Long from Sand Springs came in second. Norman North's Isabella Rose was third. Grace Barber from Jinx fourth, and Bartlesville's Shay Staten rounded out the top 5. 6th, 7th, and 8th places went to Rachel Bucher from Jinx, Ashley Barnes from Bartlesville, and Edmond Memorial's Clara O'Connor. Haley Geisler from Owasso came in 9th. Norman's Camille Henry was 10th. Kelsey Bottomley from Broken Arrow 11th. Norman Norse, Rachel Crispin 12th, and Edmond Memorial teammates Aaron Glennie and Jacqueline Hummel were 13th and 14th. Greta Olson from Bartlesville was 15th, and Edmond Norse, JC Smith, wheeled her way across the line to finish 16th. Bartlesville won their 3rd girls cross-country state championship. Norman North came in 2nd, Jinx 3rd, and Owasso was 4th. Next up, the Class 6A boys set off to cover their 5,000 meters as 112 runners were entered in this race. A couple of Jinx Trojans had the lead, coming back from around the pond as Chris Staub and Jacob Jansen led Norman North's Ben Barrett and Edmond Memorial's Chris Ebert. During the second loop, it was still Chris Staub and Jacob Jansen from Jinx and Ben Barrett from Norman North in the lead. But for the second straight season, Ben Barrett left this meet with bragging rights. The North Carolina State commit goes back-to-back in Class 6A as his 15:20 gave the senior a 10-second win.
It feels so great because I was pretty nervous coming into this race. It's kind of hard to repeat sometimes, and that was a little bit of a nerve-wracking thing throughout the season. That was always kind of in the back of my mind, and to be able to come here and repeat just means so much. It's kind of like a half and half because last year I'd never won one before, and my coaches were telling me, the first time you ever got to try to win one, that's the hardest, and I just sort of stayed relaxed the whole season, and there's a bit of pressure in the last few days just with people, kidding around saying, oh, you gonna go win it? And I'm like, I hope so. It's just sort of nerve-wracking. Just anything can happen in cross country, so I glanced back twice, and I probably should not really supposed to do that, but I was really nervous that, should I? Because anything can happen. I've seen people break their leg the last, 100 meters and people trip, but the last maybe 50 meters, it was elated. It's very happy.
Jinx runners Jacob Jansen and Chris Staub came in 2nd and 3rd, with Mustangs Lance Frost 4th and Edmond Santa Fe's Christian Powell 5th. Broken Arrows Jared Haltman was 6th. Yukon's Carter Bradford 7th, Braden Gower from Jinx 8th, Norman Norse Ian Byer 9th, and Noah Soak from Jinx was 10th. 11th place went to Norman's Pace Satterthwaite. Joseph Bingham from Jinx was 12th. Zach Mock from Edmond Memorial 13th. Christian Bannequid from Bartlesville 14th. Will Ratliff from Jinx 15th. And Edmond Memorial's Chris Ebert came in 16th. Nationally ranked Jinx won the team competition, their 3rd straight and 14th overall, with Edmond Memorial coming in 2nd, Norman North 3rd, and Bartlesville finished 4th.